Hi, everyone. Welcome to Unity. I am Ken Rakowski, and this is Sandy Grigsby, personal branding expert, one of the top in the world, a confidence jam, her new incredible product, which you can find at Sandy in Focus. I'm Ken, and I'm over at Metal International. So, how's work?
Whew. It's good.
It's good.
It's very good.
Yeah, but you go through this pain of, oh, I hate this.
No, I never hate it. It's just, oh, I can't be hanging out at the beach or hanging out with my friends or eating pizza.
Eat pizza.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I have to go to the restaurant and I don't have time to go to the restaurant.
I could bring the pizza.
And then it's cold.
It's not cold.
It's not good. It's only good at the restaurant. I mean, everyone knows that. It's common sense.
All right, Sandy's giving birth to this thing called Confidence Jam, and it's all in this process called praxis, like practice, but classes all at the same time.
Yeah,
and praxis 3 is going to be birthed this week.
It's about to drop.
Yeah, and it's intense. Some people that are taking, I think Sammy, who's in, no, it's actually Sammy's sister who said, Confidence Jam is life.
It is life. Yeah, that was like, whoa. I got to put that in Confidence Jam.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. Jim Quick said, this is incredible. Shaheen said it was one of the best things he's ever seen.
Yes.
And Shaheen does not compliment anyone, including his kid or his wife.
No.
So that was pretty amazing.
And his face when he saw it was classic. It was like,
so Sandy in Focus, go check it out. Hey, today we're going to talk about something that's in my wheelhouse. I mean, it's in all of our wheelhouse, but this is something I focus on so much. And this is all around the ROI, return of investment of friendship.
Yes.
Well,
friends, you need to have friends.
Yeah, but I'm actually looking at the return of investment. So there's a value placed on friendship. And people say, that's horrible. That's the worst thing.
Straight up truth.
Yeah, well, do you put value on time? Of course you do. Well, friends take time. And the question is it the right type of time you're putting into that individual? And everyone says, no, I have to be open and loving. Absolutely, you can. But we're going to shed a little ideas on the paradigm of friendship and why it's important to look at it a little differently, okay? And we're going to open up dialogue with you today. And I want you to challenge us on this. This is important, okay? Because we're not here to convince you or change the way you see things, but just to give you a different outlook on how you look at your time and the people you're sharing time with, okay?
Yep, very important. I love this topic.
Okay, so I look at friendship a little different than most because I have a few extra friends.
Yeah, he's what's called a super connector, so.
And that's not by design, that just so happened to happen. What would happen is, there's a funny TV show on Netflix called Love on the Spectrum, okay?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
But when you're somewhat on the spectrum, you look at things differently, where everybody wants to be loving. I look at people where I go, does that person feel right? This is gonna sound gross, everyone, do they taste right? So I have this thing called synesthesia where all of us have our five senses, five senses, and then you have a receptacle for each sense. So your sense of taste has this little spot in the brain where it goes, hey, this is just for taste, for sight and so forth. Well, instead of having 5 receptacles for all that, I have 1. So everything kind of gets crowded into one place. So I taste a sunset. I hear purple. Let's see, just give you an example. So if Sandy has a weird color on, it's kind of weird to me. Same thing with smells. I smell people and I connect with people via smell. So if I ever hug you, it looks weird.
And he'll know if you're pregnant. So guys, if you are pregnant, like who is it that says they're pregnant? Whatever. You will be called out by Ken.
Or if they're on their period.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I just know. So when I hug somebody, I do it like this. I'm going to show you. I don't do this. Come here. I don't do this heart-centered. No.
Oh.
I go like this.
He does the creepy smell.
And I do a smell.
Creepy.
I know it is. It's weird, but I do this because
I've been witness to it. He's called out when someone's pregnant, and they were like, "Oh, nobody knows. We just found out like 3 days ago." And he's like, "It's a girl."
I know when someone's pregnant. It's weird, but because
it was a girl, by the way.
It was a girl. I look at it was a girl. Are you talking about? Oh, yeah. So I look at people very differently. And it's not to say it's right or wrong, but because of that, I categorize relationships differently. So for example, most of you say best friend is on the top of that pyramid. Best friend. I say great friend. Great. That great friend is somebody that will give you that needed kidney. And generally, if you have a great relationship with your sibling, they're on the top. Yeah, I call my brother almost every day. Talk to my brother. He's a great friend. Sandy is a great friend. My father is a great friend. Then best friends come at that second tier on that pyramid. And then you have good friends. Now, the irony is, if you do things right, your great and best friends will be about 80% of your life, your business. So you have to really scrutinize who's in the top of that pyramid and really question, are they the ones that are giving you the best ROI? I'm sorry again for putting this into a metric like that.
It's so important though. Really? Yeah. Friends can drag you down. It's kind of like you're the equal sum of all the people that you hang out with.
Right.
So if you're hanging out with your friends and, to put it in a very kind way, they're big losers.
Yeah.
You are a big loser also. Or if you're the best of the big losers, that's not saying much. So you need to make sure that you hang out with the right circle of people to elevate yourself.
So again, so we have great friends, best friends, good friends, friends, acquaintances. And the problem was Facebook made everybody a friend.
Yay!
No, it's not good.
2,000?
I had 5,000.
No,
And then on LinkedIn, they're people you follow, right? But this whole categorization of what a friend is has been blurred because of social media. So how to figure out what a friend is, what the responsibility of you and a friend is, most of it, if it works, it comes naturally. It just comes naturally. You know, where you pick up the phone and you want to laugh with that person. And when there's a problem, you want to hear their problem. You want to interact. You want to help to better improve that individual. So friendship in most cases comes naturally when you connect with people. But be careful of trying to put everybody in that top of that pyramid, because everybody wants to be your great friend, your best friend, and they may not belong. So let's go after that whole topic today, and that is the ROI, the return of investment of friendship. So today's topic is that. Quick break is this. Today, I want to tell you this, because it was about a year ago we went down to South Africa, right?
Yes.
It was a year ago. And that year ago is where you got to go on stage and shine.
Yes.
Right? It was one of the bigger stages. You were on stage with Tony Robbins and Brendan Burchard. But you start to crystallize this confidence thing a year ago, this idea. Now, you've been working on it for 40 years, you would say, right? Mm-hmm. But you saw how people responded to the idea of just posture, mood boards, understanding who their favorite animal is and why it's important to connect with that. And for an entire almost year, you've been saying, I got to put this down, got to put this down. And about 8 weeks ago, you started writing it. Mm-hmm. You procrastinated for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But now that you're working on it, how excited have you become?
Oh, it's so good. I'm super excited. I love to have them dance now and jump around. It's amazing. It's so great.
Yeah, but I want people to understand how much work it takes. And I'm not just trying to market or sell Sandy. That's not the intention here, okay? But to turn something into greatness requires not just writing it, but the idea of creating it. So Sandy, in the last couple of weeks, she's learned to animate, literally create animation, how to draw cartoons.
Not cartoons.
What?
Digital art.
It is. It's without a doubt digital art. You've learned Final Cut.
I learned Final Cut after never having touched it before in my life.
But at a pro level. Like pros have been seeing it.
Like I know shortcuts and everything.
Yeah, people are going, wow, who did you hire to do this? No, I did this. And then this idea of you're shooting your own videos.
Yes.
You're shooting, editing. And so when you watch this, you go, wow, how many people did it take to do this? One. So I want you to understand that most of us, we go, oh God, I can't do this because I have to hire somebody. It's going to take all this time. Now, I get outsourcing. It's great. But actually, this person did it all.
I did it all because outsourcing was such a pain in the butt. So I was trying to outsource, and I spent 2 full days trying to find someone that's the right person to do the outsourcing.
But by the way, Ava has really been your partner through this whole process.
Oh, Ava's been amazing. Yeah, I couldn't do it without Ava. But that's the thing. You need a great friend. Ava is one of my great friends. She's a top
there you go.
That I can trust to help me with it and to help get me there and to keep me on the path that I need to be on. But when it comes to actually doing the work and outsourcing, like getting someone to do the illustrations, getting someone to do Final Cut Pro, I learned that the time I was putting into finding the right person to do the quality of work and not have the bad results was actually costing me more. So it was better for me to just learn it, figure it out real quick.
And now you have that talent.
But now that I know how to do it, now if I'm outsourcing someone, it's going to be easier for me because I can tell them exactly what I want, exactly how it needs to be done, all of the details, and I know what to look for.
So can we kind of thank Corona for this? Yeah, right. So it forced you to learn a brand new talent. It forced you.
Yes.
And the reason why I'm bringing this up, everyone, is we still have this corona scare that's going on in the world. Don't look at it as a negative. Look at it as an opportunity to learn a new talent.
Actually, I want to call on Aradna.
Yes.
See, she's there. Where'd she go? There she is. Aradna, tell them about the kudos you got at work for the technology that you learned. We'd like to hear that story. She learned this technology during this whole corona thing. And what was the outcome?
Oh, right. So I started a new job, and it was probably 3 weeks in that I started, and they wanted me to start training everybody in the company on the new technology, on the new system that they had just created. So yeah, it was I just had the time to learn something that quickly so that I could train others that were more experienced in the company background and that sort of thing. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, what did you learn? What was it?
So it's a new system they have on, I'm sure you've heard of Power BI.
Nope.
Power BI, it's basically a reporting tool, and my company is focused around reporting around credit risk for all the credit bureaus in the country. So yeah, so Power BI was essentially the new tool that we had.
You know it now. You're like a ninja.
Actually, they call me the Power BI champion now. So yeah, close.
She is the champion
of the world.
Exactly.
Of South Africa. There you go. You took this opportunity to learn something brand new. Now that is part of your quivers of arrows that you can take out and hit the target.
I like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good job.
Good job.
All right. So now let's move forward.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
I want to talk about this thing called, I like the term, she's going to go ahead and just sanitize it, where she turns into something else. Friendfluence.
You have to be friendfluential.
Yeah. Friendfluence. Your friends create influence for you. Friendfluence. Go ahead, say it.
Friendfluential.
Yeah, she wants to make it her own word.
Yeah.
Friendfluence.
Friendfluential.
Friendfluence.
Say it like 3 times real fast.
I don't want to. I will stumble over it, okay? Friendfluence means your friends will create influence for you as well as you should for them. So the friendfluence level is based upon the people that you have inside that pyramid that sits on the top. Okay. Now, remember, a friend is not somebody that sits on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or TikTok or whatever. That is a digital connection. A friend is somebody that you've actually met. Where someone says, oh my gosh, my mentor is Tony Robbins. I go, really? Do you call Tony? Do you get to hang out with him?
Do you even have Tony's phone number?
Do you have his 858 number like we do? No, of course you don't. So he's not your mentor. He's somebody that you study. He's somebody that you admire, but he's not a mentor. A mentor is somebody that you have connection with, where you communicate with them back and forth. So let's not cloud terms with something that's inaccurate. A friend is somebody you have a connection with. So Sandy goes, oh, my friend such and such called. You know, I go, no, I've never met him. I don't know who it is. Because a friend is somebody that you have actually connected with. You've touched, you've looked at, you shared time with, okay? If you've seen them online and you wave to them on Zoom, that's an acquaintance. And you're fortunate to know their name. But you don't know what they look like in person, they smell like, which is important to me. How they react.
They don't put a bad taste in your mouth.
They don't. Thank you for that. So a friend is, and I just want to make sure we have this right away, connection is somebody that you physically have met. We've met right now.
Yes, we have.
We've been down to South Africa.
Yes, we have.
Okay, we have actually met. We are friends. Yay! I mean, that's important, okay? So let's talk about the blue zones. Remember the blue zones?
Yes.
Blue zones. What are they?
They are zones where people live over 100.
Yeah.
And one's really close to us, actually.
Yeah, Yorba Linda, California.
I used to live there. You know what that means?
No, I don't know what that
I've
means.
added to my life by that many months.
Yeah, well, 42 on Sundays.
Shush you.
Okay. Blue zones are places where people live to be over 100 years old. They're centurions, right? They're out there. And by the way, they are sexually still active after the age of 100.
Yeah, and they brag about it.
They do brag about it. But they live this big Abu Ganza life. They feel great about what's going on.
And many of them still smoke.
And drink, by the way. Wine is part of their diet. But there are a few things that are consistent amongst all these blue zones. Okinawa, Japan, Ikaria, Greece, Yorba Linda, California, Santorini, not Santorini, the island, I got to think of it, right off of Italy.
Oh, I don't remember.
I'll think of it in a moment. And that is, first, they eat more plants than animals. Yeah, they're
I'm doing that.
more vegetarian, but they do have fish. They will eat red meat like lamb, okay? They do that, but they don't have a massive amount of meat or animal. So more plants than animals. Number two, they exercise. They chop wood. They run after their sheep, their cattle.
Chopping wood is exercising.
It's hard. You've never tried
Can
it?
you imagine? I'm gonna go work out.
We're
gonna have a fire tonight. Like,
Maybe it's to
okay.
build something, okay?
All right.
They dance. They celebrate. So they are moving their body. They're moving. Go ahead, move. There she is. She's moving. She could do it at 42 on Sunday. All right, so they move. Number three, they wake up every day with a purpose.
Could have gone in a whole nother direction, but yes.
Oh, they do wake up like that too. Every day with a purpose. This is really important. So what is your purpose? We've discussed this before on these Unity calls. What is your thing you're doing? I'm waking up because I have this project. I'm waking up because I have my kids, they need me. I'm waking up, and that purpose is what drives them. Because look what happens when you don't have a purpose. When you are depressed, you go, oh, the world hates me. I have no purpose. And all you do is you sleep. You
look for the negative in things.
You do. You dive after negative. So again, more plants than animals. They are exercising. They wake up with a purpose. And number four is friends. They have a social circle. They connect with people.
And they go dancing with them.
They do. They do
Everyone should
things
be
like
dancing.
I don't dance.
Oh, you're going to.
They wake up with this purpose with their friends. And now that's the idea. They live old with the people that they are with. So if you're going, my inventory of friends is really, really low, that's going to affect your life.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because if you've noticed, when people are really depressed, they almost push their friends away. Leave you alone. And when you go in that cave.
But great friends don't let that happen.
No, not at all. Great friends have responsibilities. And we'll go through that list. But remember, your friends are going to keep you healthy. They're going to keep you happy. And they're going to help you generate your wealth.
Yes, that's very true.
So be careful of going off to your friends and selling them everything. You know what happens? Because I had some friends that had been demoted, which we'll talk about too, demoting friends that were into Amway. You know what Amway is?
I definitely know what Amway is.
Why do you say it like that?
I know it because I used to babysit someone whose kid
What?
had like a disability when I was like 17, and she sold Amway, her and her husband. Her kid was really cool.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Amway, okay? They have good products, great cleaning products. The problem is when they push it on you, like religion. You know somebody there's wacky religion where they burn stuff and you have to smell it. I don't know. I just made that one up. But
No, they don't sell
no, they don't sell it. But a religion where someone's always pushing the religion on you. You got to convert. You got to do this. Sardinia. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Where they're always pushing it on you, that religion. It's like, oh my God, I don't want to hang out with them anymore. I don't want to read that weird book that you have to turn upside down and hum.
But a lot of MLM is like that. They're always pushing on you.
They're pushing it over and over again. It's kind of like our political sides here in the United States. Oh my gosh. What do you mean you're not going to vote for them? Or what? No, just leave me alone. But what happened is they would push their MLM like a religion on their friends. And their friends are going, you know what? Hey, just tell me once. I'm cool with it. But if you can tell me over and over again, they start pushing away. Have you ever noticed that? They start moving past them, but they're going, wait a second. This thing I'm selling is so good. It'll make your life better. You don't trust me?
Another thing that people do that with is complaining. They'll complain to their friends about their relationships, about work, about things they don't like. And they use their friends as a sounding board to pretty much
That's
bounce
okay
all
for a
their
while.
complaints out.
For a while.
For a very short while. But once it goes on too long, you're starting to destroy your friendships.
Yeah. Okay. So remember, I want us to understand that when we look at our friends, we have certain roles and responsibilities that are mutual. The way they are towards you, the way you need to be to them. Okay. So the first one is real friends. They show up.
Yes, they do.
They show up. Hey, Richard Burke, man, I need to see you really soon. I need to see you. Richard, bam, he'll walk here because he would get all those extra calories from where he's at, which would be like a 3-day walk.
Or he might ride his wheelie.
Yeah, he's super soaker on me. But he would, by the way, that's a squirt gun. Don't think about anything other than that. He's holding something. So Richard would be here because friends show up. They're there. Friends listen. What does that mean when I say listen?
Well, it means that it's not just that they hear the words coming out of your mouth. They understand the deeper meaning of those words. So what are you really saying?
Mm-hmm. But they listen too. So like, for example, have you ever noticed where you're hanging out with somebody and they're looking at their phone and you're talking to them? Real friends, they take their phone and they turn it upside down.
That's true.
They're looking at you. They're listening.
They're not distracted.
They're not distracted. They turn the TV off. They're not playing a video game anymore. They're not looking at their computer. They put their phone down. They're listening. They're connecting. But I think it's important.
It's super important.
I mean, how many times?
I just like your hand gestures when you talk about it.
You're in a really good mood.
Yeah, well, I wake up with her. I get to see my friends. It's all good. I had vegetables for dinner.
Yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
You forgot about them. I know. I did them.
Did I make veggies for you?
Nope. Made mine.
I don't remember you having dinner last night.
Mm-hmm.
You
No
did?
pepper.
A pepper. Oh, that's right. I didn't see
Half
it.
a vegetable still counts.
Okay, a little. Friends, again, this is mutual, okay? Friends are present. They listen. They support us through tough times. This is a tough time for many people right now.
So tough.
Right?
So tough.
But you've learned to kind of flip it on a 180 to where that's tough. It's awesome.
It's super awesome.
Yeah. But a lot
The
of
stuff
people,
I got done now, I would never.
I get
be
it,
able
but
to
a
do
lot of your
alone.
friends are going through a tough time. So when they call you up, they're like, oh my God, my job sucks. I got to pay my rent. My kids are going insane because all they do is play video games and they're fighting. And you're hearing this, which is important. You are supporting them, saying, hey, let's look at this differently. This is a different lens.
Changing the paradigm on them.
And that's, again, what friends are supposed to do. They're supposed to be there to help you through those tough times, okay? Friends call us out on our BS.
Friends will make you cry.
Yeah, so I love that saying. My father's the one who told it to us. What does that mean when you hear that?
That my friend will make me cry?
Yeah. They're not going, I'm going to make you cry.
Yeah, some of them do. I don't know. But, it just means that they actually see me.
Mm-hmm.
They hear me, and they're telling me what's real. They're flipping it around so that I can actually see the truth. And most people would just sugarcoat it or avoid it.
Like, for example, I mean, I love your hair, but if my hair looks bad, which it does often, you call me out on it, don't you?
Yeah, I go,
And,
you look like a turkey right now.
yeah. But your friends are the ones, your real friends are the ones that tell you the truth, even though it's going to hurt. It's necessary.
Yeah.
And,
I've had to tell my friends some pretty hard stuff.
yeah, and I do, again, I want to go through this list and I want to touch upon that and what was really important, okay? Because again, what we're talking about is what you want your friends to do as well as what you need to do with those. And I like that top pyramid, your great and best friends. We're going to focus on them initially and then move our way down to our good friends, and our acquaintances, okay? And we're going to talk about the level of importance. Also, our friends keep us in check. Yeah, come on. You're going a little too far with that religion thing, right? You're going a little too far with that Amway thing you're doing. It's not good. It ain't working for you. You're a really bad salesperson.
Or you're going a little too far with that bad relationship.
Oh my God. Oh, another superpower of mine, which is I know when people are going to break up.
Yeah. You don't want to hang out with Ken if you don't want to break up.
No, I don't make people break up. I can just tell you when you're hanging out, go, oh man, you got about a week left on this relationship.
Yeah, but you give people the awareness and then they're like, all right, you're right.
Oh
And
yeah,
end
they
it
do.
like within days.
They do. I don't know why God has
What do they call
bestowed.
you? The relationships curse or something?
I am. I don't know why God has bestowed these talents upon me, but I'm going to take them, okay?
But at the same time, he'll say if it's going to work out. And people are like, yes.
Oh, I know when people are going to stay together. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. Hey, friends keep us humble. So I have a bunch of celebrity friends, and boy, do I humble them. And it's not, and they call me up. They literally call me up going, hey, what's going on? And hey, what's going on? And they'll tell me what's going on. And I go, it's no, you got a big head. What are you talking about? Look what I've done. I know, but look what other people have done.
It's so true. but I did this movie.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
Box office hit.
Let me tell you.
Movie.
No, it was a bad movie. Let me tell you something. So our friends in South Africa, Mo Magic, great friend of ours. We love Mo. Love him, love him, love him. Just talked to him last night, okay? Mo, and you guys got to razz him on this, okay? Mo, on our Apple Watches, we have something what's called the 1K Club, meaning we have to burn 1,000 calories every day. The 1K Club. It means all of our rings are filled up. We stood enough, we did enough exercise, and we burned 1,000 calories. Mo's is set for 400 calories.
Oh my God.
I need you to understand something. When Stephen Hawking was alive, remember the guy in the wheelchair like that? He would burn 400 calories a day in a wheelchair. So I called Mo up. I go, Mo, we got to get something going here because that 400 calorie thing is a joke. Yeah, but Ken, I work out so hard. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
But friends keep us in check. They make sure we're humble.
No, my favorite part is then he calls me. Yeah, Ken was kind of giving me a hard time about only burning 400 calories. It was funny, I guess. And I go, oh. I'm like, that's interesting. So you remember I fell off my bike? He's like, yeah. I go, I totally smashed up my leg. He's like, yeah, and I messed up my hand. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't walk for like a week and a half.
Yeah, right.
And he goes, yeah. I go, I burn 400 calories every day.
You know,
he was like, okay, you got me.
Why is he in the 1K club?
Why?
Well, because I didn't pay attention. I said, hey, you want to be in the 1K club? He goes, sure. I don't think he understood what 1K club meant. It doesn't mean 400 calories.
No.
But since we're really, let's see, he's a good friend. He's a good friend. He's not a best or great, but he's a good friend. But he has the merits of moving up, which is another important thing.
And you know what he is? Because he changed his watch.
Oh, no. Look what Richard Birch just sent me.
Oh, he probably sent his 1,000 calories already by 7 a.m.
Something, yeah. Oh,
so these, Richard Burke and Ken are in the 1K club together. And Ken wakes up, looks at his watch. He gets a notification that Richard Burke just hit 700 calories. And it's like 7:59 a.m. And Ken goes, oh. And he goes running down the street.
Oh, yeah. Look at him already.
Oh, yeah. 1,000 calories already. Good job, Richard.
Suck.
Keeping him on track.
I got to go out and run now, like 5 miles. All right. So our friends also have our backs when life gets tricky. Man, I just found out my boyfriend's been cheating on me.
You have a boyfriend?
No, I'm just giving you an example.
Oh, okay, that's a very interesting example.
It's not happening, okay? Oh, life just got tricky, right? Oh, I just found out my daughter is pregnant. This one can happen, by the way.
That one's happened. Not to me, but to people I know.
Yeah, but not to me.
Not to you.
No, God, no.
God.
That'd be
oh my
horrible.
God. She's like, oh.
But if it's something like happened like that, it's like, oh my God, my friend's life just got tricky. I need you. Vice versa. When you hear that, you better be there for them. Okay, our friends, now there's a reason why. Remember, we're saying all these things because we're talking about that ROI, that return of investment in friends, okay? They make the friendship a priority. Sandy's gone through a situation where one of her great friends, one of her best friends started to abuse your time by not respecting it.
There's some new. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she was actually one of my great friends.
Oh, great
I
friends.
thought you were going to tell the story, yeah.
Really? On the top?
Yeah,
she's a great friend.
She was a great friend, yeah.
Wow. She's been demoted to a friend now.
Oh, no.
No, she can't go down. Yeah, friend. So you got.
Oh no, I like this place.
You got great, best, good, friend, and then acquaintance. She's not an acquaintance. Really? That's some serious demotion.
This was some. This one. Wow. Okay, so this is the whole purpose of this conversation. We have to talk about who are our friends, how we view our friends, and what value.
Okay, let me finish this up. Okay.
Oh, I'll let him finish.
Friends practice forgiveness. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you were a jerk. It's done. I get it. Move forward. You had a bad day. I forgive you. Same thing. Mm-hmm. Friends practice forgiveness. And last one, friends want us to be better people. Okay, if you had to hire a therapist to do all those things for you, that therapist would cost you a fortune.
A fortune. An inexpensive therapist in LA alone is $300 an hour. That's like a cheap one.
Oh, wait. Mo just popped up. What did you say? Wait. Okay. I thought he was going to talk about I just saw Mo on.
Ultimately, what Ken's saying, let me go back to my little story there.
Yes.
I had this great friend. We used to hang out, loved hanging out with her, was attached to her family, the whole thing. And she knew that I was good at what I did, so she started asking for help. And it became to a point where the requests didn't match what I could actually give her. Mm-hmm. And the requests were coming at all odd hours. They were coming when I was traveling, and it was like, do it for me or else. You're my friend. You have to do it for me. And it was so much requests. Then what I found was when I started to allocate other people to help with this, she would complain about the other people. So it wasn't giving gratitude for the other people. It wasn't giving gratitude for my service. And it was just in constant requests and then attacks. So I realized at that point in my life, because of everything that was going on, that the stress level of that friendship, and from what I was giving and not receiving back, I wasn't receiving gratitude, love, anything in return. It wasn't worth it to me. So I actually had to stand up to my friend and tell her what she was doing. And it took a lot of guts and a lot of courage to face her and say what I felt. In that moment, she decided she didn't want to be my friend anymore. So she unfriended me. Yes. She said, well, we're not going to be friends anymore. What I had to do was take it. Yeah, it was a big, big deal. I took it really hard. I cried for a while.
She used your friendship as hostage?
She used my friendship as hostage, yeah. So I cried for a while. I got really upset. But what I realized was I didn't value myself enough. I was pouring everything into a friendship, and I had put her on my great friends list without realizing, was she truly a great friend? So it took me months to sort of get past this. Wow. And then another actual great friend came to me and said, this is my, my friend from Yorba Linda. She's going to live to be like 1,000 years old. She actually said, Sandy, I understand your relationship with this person, but what is this doing to you? And you are an amazing person. And everything that she said, we know is not true. And I went, oh my gosh, you're right. And I had to repivot the way I categorized my friends. So the one who stood up for me, supported me, and was by my side remained of my great friends. And the other one that I thought was a great friend, I realized I had to take her off my great friends list. And most importantly, I had to forgive myself for feeling that way and forgive her. And when I did that, my great friend, the one who told me don't worry about it, she actually said to me, she'll come back to you. 3 years later, almost to the day, I got a message from her saying that she wanted to reconnect.
Oh, got it. I'm thinking of a different friend.
No.
Okay.
She actually said she forgave me, which was quite interesting. Yeah. And she wanted to be friends again. And I was very polite about it. I said, thank you. I'm so happy to hear you're doing well. And she stayed on my acquaintance list.
She has never moved up. Again, that list, remember, we have great friends, best friends, good friends, friends, and then acquaintances. Acquaintances are people that you bump into. You've seen them before. You remember their face, but you go, hey, what's happening?
You don't vest interest into them.
Hi, dude. Hey, what's going on? You don't even really know anything other than, yeah, you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to make a choice to do that to people, but you have to see what serves you in your best interest. Yes, people can change, but if people are going to treat you a certain way that doesn't meet what your values are, which if you're actually taking Confidence Jam Praxis 2, you'll be on this part.
Yes, values.
You have to make the conscious choice to remove those kind of people from your lives.
And I want you to understand that friends can go up and down. You need the TV show Friends. Do you remember the TV show Friends?
Yeah.
You know why you like to watch them, right? Because they were always in conflict. They always had problems because they didn't better one another. They all wallowed in their issues. They didn't elevate themselves. Could you imagine if Ross or, you know all the names, right?
Megan?
There's no Megan in Friends.
I don't know.
Megan.
I never really watched Friends. They were too
Megan.
They were too all over the place. When they were such a hot mess, I was like, I don't need to be watching.
Could you imagine if one of those episodes they brought in somebody that was really smart and successful and they liked them? They would all elevate their game and you probably wouldn't watch them.
Nope.
No, they wouldn't be
like,
funny more. But that's what happens. The people you hang out with that are always in that drama world, you get too much drama yourself, and all of a sudden you start to realize that you're not moving forward. You might be moving backwards.
You can't move forward.
I would love friends that are complicated or complex,
yes,
but not complicated.
Exactly.
Complex friends are great. Boy, I love to sit down and see how their mind works, and it's one of my best friends is Will Henschel. Will Henschel. He's gone from, by the way, an acquaintance to a friend to a good friend. He's at a best friend level, okay? Will is a complex individual. I love listening to Will because he thinks so scientifically and artistically, and I just sit there. I have other friends that are complicated. And all they do is they complain. They complain. They have so many issues. They date the same girl over and over again. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That girl threw you in jail.
Yeah, I don't.
Why would you go back out with her? It's like, but maybe they stay there because every once in a while they're like a Netflix show that you gotta watch because it adds a little like, oh my God, thank God I'm not like them. But I don't mind them hanging out. You know what? They might bring a good snack over. Good. But the ROI of friends is this. Does your friends bring in real value to your life, and do you provide value back to them?
That's true.
And you ask the question over and over again, are these people you see yourself with over the next 10 years, 15 years? Are you eager to see them grow up, grow old? Are you eager to share experiences?
Yeah.
The biggest thing with friends also is confidentiality.
That's so true.
The ones that are on that top of that pyramid, you tell them it goes into a safe and doesn't come out until you allow them to. It is up there. It's, if I tell this one something, I go, don't ever tell anyone, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact,
I know things.
yeah, matter of fact, and I'm going to say this,
Yes, baby.
and it's a negative thing, but it's a positive at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
If there was ever a chance of us breaking up, which I hope never does, I believe what I shared with you still will stay in that confidence boat.
I don't even know what you're talking about. It's so locked deep in the vault.
That's important. Because I talk to a lot of guys where they go, yeah, my wife's not my best friend or my great friend.
That makes us really sad, actually.
What?
Yeah. But
So,
I can understand that. I understand that
Really?
because I've been in that place where you're with somebody out of circumstance, convenience. There's a whole bunch of reasons, and then it's scary to leave, so you don't, and you kind of stay there, and then you have kids, and you get tied up, and then it gets worse and longer, and then you're like, I don't know what to do.
you know,
I totally could see
you
it.
dated men,
I didn't have kids with them, but I've dated men and stayed in situations.
and you were with them for a long period of time, and they weren't your great or best friend.
I knew it and stayed in it. But you know what that all
But that
boiled down to?
that was a broken relationship then.
No,
What?
it all boiled down to self-worth.
You mean yourself?
My self-worth
Okay.
was so low that I stayed in that relationship.
So when you're with somebody that you're sharing life with, if they're not your great or best friend, question yourself, not them, yourself, while you are still there.
Yep.
I
remember, it's never them.
I admire, and I don't mean to pick on Richard Burke because his hair always does basically look really great.
It does. Look at his picture. Doesn't his picture look really great?
He's a handsome guy. That's a great picture. Who
I
took
know,
that?
I did.
He doesn't just go off and date women. He's a handsome guy. He really is. He's in great shape. He can have the pick of the litter.
And he has this like air about him. He walks in, he's like, hello.
But
I'm Richard. I'm on a wheelie right now.
But he's trying to find that woman that inspires him because he knows he wants to have a great or best friend relationship with her. And that I admire. I really do. Because guys at our age can be real pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Especially if they have a little money. She's got a little money.
Yeah.
Drives a nice car.
Yeah.
He's fit.
Yeah.
He'd be a pig.
Totally.
When
But
we
he's
go
not.
when we go rafting, he is. He's got
yeah.
that super soaker. I hate that thing.
He
Ah.
can't get over the super soaker.
Oh, it's this giant
comes up
squirt
every
gun. He just.
conversation.
Oh. But here's what I want to do with you guys today. We went through this whole thing. It was very jovial. Let's have some fun, but it's a serious conversation. And that is, your friends are either boat anchors that are holding you back, and in some cases drowning you,
Yeah.
or they're elevating you. You know, the idea of the 5 people, let's just start with 5, that you hang out with. I want you to ask yourself, do they make you a better person?
Yeah.
Or do they take up your time?
When you walk away from your relationship, hanging out with your friends, do you feel uplifted, empowered, and like, life is awesome, my friends are great, I can't wait till next time? Or do you feel like, oh,
Burned out, drained out.
that just, I love them, but I feel really crappy right now.
I get excited about people that I meet that I can't wait to see again, and that I can say I love them. So I don't know why there's a stigma with guys saying they love each other. I have no idea. But in my men's group, I want us guys to express our admiration and love for one another. I think it's a healthy thing. I do. Maybe other people think it's strange. I don't say I love you, man, or I love you, dude. I just say I love you. And saying that means I have a real connection with that person. And knowing what my emotional connection, it's not like I love you and I want to hump you. That's not what it means. It means I love you because I'm exchanging an emotion with you that elevates me, and I'm hoping that it elevates you. So I want you to sit back. I love to see you have 5 best friends. Great friends are hard. Great friends are really hard. They're the ones, like I said, will give you a kidney. I want you to think about your best friends. I want you to think about 3 of them. 3 of your best friends. And what I want you to do with your 3 best friends, I want you to give them superhero status, because they have superhero power. So think about your 3 best are great friends, what superhero power do they have? And when you hang out with them, it feels like you have it too.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask you to do the same thing. Because you didn't expect that.
I
Okay.
always expect that from you.
So I'm gonna start with my brother Mark. My brother Mark, who's 9 years younger than me, he is one of my great friends, and his superhero power is empathy. He has immense empathy where he feels what's going on and he can share empathy with me so I can understand. So I'm upset with my sister, or I'm upset with somebody that we both know. He goes, yeah, Ken, but have you looked at it this way, this way, this way? I go, oh my God, Mark. Thank you so much for giving me that. So my brother's superhero power is empathy. This one superpower, you know what it is? She devours life. She loves life. Her superpower is she sees life around everything that I don't even see it. And that life is a smile, is a laughter. That life is what just makes everything wonderful. She radiates life. It's probably one of the if I was a superhero, if I could give life to something, I mean, you are literally like a messiah, right? No, I'm being serious. You devour and exude life. It's one of the most powerful of all superpowers. It is. It's like, I never was a superpower. What?
For life devouring.
You are. You devour life. And then I would say my other one is a guy named Wayne.
Wayne.
And Wayne's superpower is he sees through BS.
Crazy well.
If there is BS in anything in the world, in this and that, he sees right. There's the BS, Ken. Oh my God, I didn't even see it.
He's kind of like one of those dogs that searches for truffles.
Yeah.
Truffle.
But no.
He can sniff it out and be like, that's it.
Yes. So I want you to think about your 3 great or best friends and what are their superpower. So when you're hanging out with them, you go, oh God, I just love that superpower. Like with Wayne, I love just sitting around with him with other people and we just watch him go bam, 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 bam. Go, oh my God, that was incredible. Everyone that hangs out with Wayne says the same thing. So, you ready?
Yeah, I could go.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I could go.
Okay, your 3
All right.
great or best friends and give them superhero status. And what is that power they have?
All right. So one I've already called out would be Ava. And Ava's superhero is, with me in particular, synchronicity. Like, I could say something and she goes, I got it. Like, she gets it. And not only does she get it, she gets like the backstory, the front story, the direction, and every way to pivot. And she's like, this is how we're going to do it. And I get it. And I see it. And I remember that. And I know you. And this is it. So synchronicity with Ava is like
very cool.
It. So I love her. And then it would be, I'm kind of teetering on, because 2 are competing. That's the one thing.
Really?
Yeah, I have competing. So one would be my mom, but the other one would also be Sharon.
Well,
and Sharon's not on the call today because she's in
let's talk about your
Tahoe.
mom.
We'll talk about my mom. Okay, so my mom has, the reason my mom's up there.
Is she great or best?
She is both. She like kind of flip-flops depending on the week and her crankiness. But so I'm like, oh mom, today you're just a great friend. You're best friend. Next week you'll be great. But it's definitely my mom, because my mom has been always supportive and awesome, and we had our ups and downs. For a while she wasn't, and now she is, and she gets me now, and I love my mom. I don't know what I would do without my mom.
I love your mom too.
And then the third one is you, baby. You knew that though. You already knew that. Come on, every day I'm like, I love hanging out with you. And the thing about you is
superpower.
This is your superpower, and this is gonna sound crazy because it's like a play on words. It's your connections. And I don't mean the people you know, even though you know a lot of people and you're great at linking people together. It's not your people connections. It's the way that you see the world. He can make connections from the most random things that you're like, what? He's like, yeah, I was looking at Google Earth the other day and I decided to acknowledge the way that the water was flowing. So I looked at the way the water was flowing and I realized I wanted to track the boats. So I found an app that tracked all the boats in the world and different boats for different things. There's cargo boats, there's oil tanker boats, there's people boats. And then I found all the boats and I found the pattern of where the boats were going. And I learned that it's like crazy the information that you can get from him. So his masterful way of making connections is like something I love about you.
All right. I want, oh, thank you, baby. She's 42 on Sunday.
Shut up.
I want you right now to think of your 3 top pyramid friends.
Yes.
And give them superhero powers.
They can have a cape and everything.
Okay. And what I want you to do is I want you just in the video right now, because we want to see you. If you want to do this, raise your hand.
Put your cameras on.
Just raise your hand.
I see you. Michael.
We don't see them
Jenny.
at all.
Merle.
I want you to
Come
raise your hand if you can tell us about your 3. You ready? Okay, David wants to do this. David, we're going to put you on right. David Freeman. All right, David Freeman, your 3
Hi, David.
of the top pyramid friends, and what are their superhero powers? Can't hear you, David. You're unmuted, but we can't hear you. Try it again. Nope, can't hear you. You can't give me the Italian hand. Like, hey, what are you doing? I don't know. Come on, what are you saying? Anyone else? Yeah, come on. Nope, they're not gonna do it. I know it's like this. I know, Joette. I know. I'm Sicilian, so it's both. Okay.
Joette.
Nope, not gonna happen. All right, someone else. David, I'm bummed
Let's
up.
go to Joette for now.
Wait,
Joette's
Joette was kind of on the phone. I'm not sure if she paid attention.
She did. She can do it. Come on, Joette.
Did you?
I got you.
Okay.
I'm a woman. I could multitask.
Thank you. Diffuse awareness. I'm just saying.
Okay.
So my girlfriend Ping is supportive, always there when things go bad.
No.
I mean supportive in a way that when I'm down, when I can't wake up, when I can't get out of bed, Ping's like, come on, you got this. You're beautiful. You're dynamic. You're this, you're that. She's like Sandy and Ava.
But what is that superpower?
Superpower is an encourager.
She's an encourager. There you go.
That's
an encourager.
All right. Superpower is that. What's the next friend?
Sandy.
What?
My friend circle is very, very small because I've had a lot of experiences. So right. Sandy's superpower is she sees me. She sees me. So I don't have to say a lot.
So
I'm gonna cry.
The power of transparency. She sees right
through.
Yeah.
Transparency.
Wow.
I
know what's going on. I know.
By the way,
day one, I saw you from that first message on Instagram.
You see more of her when you send a lot of those biscottis because she eats them all. You know what I'm saying, right? All right.
Nikolai likes those bad boys too.
Oh my God, yeah. All right, and your third?
And Ava, her superpower is and I don't know how to put this in words, she's always checking on me. I got you, I love you, you're loved, you're beautiful.
Oh, got it. Okay, not keeps you in check, so she is.
No, she's checking, Sandy keeps me in check.
Yeah, but I need to understand Ava's superpower. And the reason why
Ava's superpower is I've got you, you need help, I'm here, I'm holding you up, I'm supporting you.
Yes, it's true.
It's superpower for support.
And I actually have a funny story about that really quick. So Ava's superpower of doing that, she did that to someone in the community and they go, there's a guy in the community that likes me, because they didn't realize it was Ava. So cute. And I was like, that's Ava. She goes, oh. So maybe Ava likes me.
That's
Good job. Let me go to Tabitha. Tabitha, hello, Tabitha. We're going to unmute you. What?
Hello, Tabitha.
Try it again. Unmute. Wait, I keep on hitting it and you're hitting it. One more time. I'm not going to touch it. Go ahead. Tabitha, go ahead. Unmute. One more time. No, don't hit it. There she is.
Are we good?
Hi, Tabitha.
Hi, Tabitha.
Good morning, you guys.
So
how are you?
Awesome. Are you liking praxis? Are you liking her thing?
100,000% yes. So I'm gonna say that if no one is on this call that's not doing Confidence Jam, get your butt and go do Confidence Jam. All right, that's just the quick one-liner. But my friends, or best friends, or great friends. My first one is my sister.
Oh.
And Sam. Let me see. Is Sam on here? I didn't even. Yeah, she is. Oh, Mariah's there too.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, she gone.
Wait. You just went away.
Tabitha's muted.
Tabitha, you muted yourself. You're getting too excited.
She gets so excited. She knows all the buttons.
Tabitha.
I think I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so tell us about your superpower of your sister.
She doesn't have like a superpower. She's superwoman. Like she embarks like everything as far as like support, love, family, encouragement. So like Sam, her superpowers, she's superwoman. That's I hope that makes sense.
I haven't known your sister as long as you, obviously, but I know your sister. And I think that her superpower is she is relentlessly perseverant.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So she will, did you ever, you're probably too young. You know what Mighty Python is? Have you ever seen Mighty Python? So in Mighty Python, it's a joke. It's a comedy. But in this one comedy, there's this one knight, and they're fighting this knight, and they cut off his one arm, and he's still got a sword. He goes, "Come on, I can fight you, I can fight you." And they cut off one of his legs, and he's hopping. Come on, I can still fight you. And they cut off his other leg, and they're cutting everything. You know what? He got nothing. And he goes, "I can still fight you, and I can still kick your ass." That's your sister. Your sister. You could totally knock her down no matter what, and she will still always win.
Yes, and Ava just put something. She's relentlessly fearless. Like,
yeah, there you go.
And she wrote a whole book about it. So yeah,
there you go.
Look there it is. And then I have one of my really great friends.
Great friends.
Yes, her name is Camille. I've known her since 3rd grade, and we had this like relationship where we were friends in grammar school because our parents put us in the same school. We lost contact. We ended up in the same grammar school like 4 years later, graduated, went to different high schools, went to the same college. So like we've known each other for a really, really long time.
Superpower.
And her superpower is I'm trying to picture the word, like nothing but there for me. Like
selfless.
Supportive.
Supportive like Ava. Supportive.
Like when I need her, she's there, or when she needs me, I'm there. So 100% selfless and supportive.
Got it.
And then I have my mom, and her superpower is she always told me never give up on your dreams. So supportive.
We have a lot of support, which is great. It really is. And I love it. Tabitha, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, guys.
The reason why I bring this up regarding putting superpowers on your friends is you got to go throughout life with others around you. The more you have around you, the better you're going to do. And think about that Justice League or the Avengers. Not every one of them had the same power, but together they can defeat everything and anything. And your friends, the return of investment of friends, is investing in their superpowers to help you become more powerful so you can help them out also. Right? Because there's so many times when you're down, depressed, or you're going through a tricky situation and you need one of your friends' superpowers to elevate you because they're going to need your superpower eventually too.
Yep.
I like what you said earlier is your level of friends, the value of them are based upon the value of yourself.
Absolutely. If you have low self-worth or low value, your friend level might not be what you want it to be. And you don't realize it because you're kind of stuck in the muck. So it's really important to elevate yourself and love yourself, because when you value yourself at a higher level, everything moves up with you.
And then also what happens is everybody wants to be your friend.
That's also true.
And this is a tough one because I believe that that top of the pyramid, the reason why it's narrow is only so many could fit at the top. Don't try to put everybody up there, because when you hear people go, "Oh yeah, he's one of my best friends." So what I did a few years ago, I created, it might be the inaccurate term, but I created a friend bucket list. Not the people I wish to have as friends, but the ones that were actually at the top of the pyramid. Who were my great and best friends? And the reason why I called them out is because other ones were being imposters saying that they were up there. And they were using my name to get access to things that they should never have gotten. So what I did is when I was on Facebook, hanging out there before I got kicked off of Facebook, that's a different story.
You can still find him, but he can't access that profile.
I can't get hold of that profile. Sorry that I'm dating somebody else on that one.
No, it's me.
Is it?
I fixed that one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I can hack it.
Okay. So the reason why I called everyone out was the ones that can use my name saying that they're a great or best friend, I want them to. But the ones that weren't, couldn't. And the ones that thought they were up there then realized that they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
So when I made this list and I said, hey, this person, I didn't deliberately exclude ones. I just knew the ones that were on the top of the pyramid. So all of a sudden, these ones that would come up to you going, what do you mean I'm not your best friend?
Yeah.
I go, well, you're not. Well, why not? Well, you see me once a year. You drink way too excessively when you're around me. It's all about you. It's your time. You are the movie. We're not doing things together. And I would go through all these things. It's not like I dislike you. I think you're awesome. But to be up here, it's really narrow. And generally, I would have to demote somebody that's up here to put you there.
Mm-hmm.
So I need some help. Tell me where your life's going. What's happening? Let's share more time together. And I have done that. Matter of fact, Jason is a great example.
Yeah.
Jason, and that was only within a year.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that would be almost at the acquaintance level has gone all the way up to a best friend level in a year. But they're there, they show up, they communicate, they tell me about hardships. I share hardships with them. Things just change like that.
Yeah.
So that ROI of friendship is super important because how much time do you spend with besides you and I, because we're always together.
Yes,
That's what I'm talking about life. You see that smile? She does that all the time, not even on camera. Sandy is Sandy. What you see here is how she is when the lights are up and she's in her pajamas just hanging out. She's the same way. Actually, you're actually more animated, I think.
Yeah, I'm tame on camera.
You are tame on camera.
This is
What? Okay, last thing before we got 2 minutes left. Firing your friends. Or
I'm good at
demoting.
that. Let me tell you how to do it. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm good at it.
Do you really think you're good at it?
Yeah,
I'm not.
firing my friends. So you have to fire your friends with compassion and love. And most importantly, you have to understand why you're firing
Are we
them.
demoting or firing?
Firing. I'm talking about firing your friends. You said firing your friends.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So I have fired friends before. And what I do is I either tell them exactly what it is and give them the opportunity to change, or yeah, that's pretty much
So you're
what I
not
do.
firing them.
I always fire them, but I give them the opportunity because there has to be compassion involved in there.
So
You have to tell them exactly why you're firing them. So when I tell someone, I'm going to take a break from you, or I would like to stop our friendship for now, I give them a reason as to why. And the reason is you have to allow them room to grow. Some people might accept what you're saying, go, wow, you're right. I am a jerk. I do those things. I'm going to reevaluate myself. And some people are like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You're all into you. Well, if they say no, they definitely should not be your friend. Move on. And if they go, wow, I never thought about that side of what you're saying about me, and they reevaluate themselves and they pivot, then it makes sense to bring them back into your friendship because you've allowed them to grow. You've also allowed yourself to grow.
I love that.
So by keeping silent, you're actually doing yourself and the person that you're supposed to be friends with a disservice. So speak up.
Friends will make you live longer, be healthier, happier, and wealthier. So the ROI, the return on investment of friends, is massive. It's almost, you can't even calculate it, but it's so important to maintain this. Hey, a couple of things. Hey, invite more people to these Unity calls, please. We'd like to see this community grow, and we need your help to do it. Also, add yourself if you're not on the WhatsApp group. We'll do more than just do announcements on there, like our birthday on Sunday, but do what you can on bring more people to this community because we want to blow it up in a great way. So add more. We want to thank Ava for being the silent one that's there, but you don't ever see her.
With the broken camera that she's going to get fixed
I don't think
ASAP.
it's broken.
She says it's broken.
I don't know about
Ava
that.
says it's broken. It's broken.
All right. I'd like to see Ava on these calls, and also birthday confidence jam, which is over Sandy in Focus, sandyinfocus.com. Go check it. Take the test. Try the test out. You'll love it, and it'll tell you where you should go with it. We want to thank you all for sharing time with us, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Right? Bye, everyone. Bye, all.